Oh, welcome. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble, and I do mean humble, the Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Saturday. This is WrestleMania weekend, of course, on a Saturday to give you Stand and Deliver NXT. First and foremost, thank you so much for being a part of the show. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. I will say that until my last podcast. Trust me, and the last podcast is far away. All right. Um, so let's get a little bit of spring cleaning out of the way. I do have now a Facebook group page. It is public. It is out for anybody to join or whatnot. It is called the Wrestlekram Super Club. Wrestlekram Super Club. You can get in there. I do post a lot all day long now. I think it's only 2 days old, but I'm just steady sending stuff out there or whatnot. I love it. I enjoy it. It's a great community, and it is a very small community. And we're building it just like here on the YouTubes. We're building it on the Facebook as well. And if you want to get in there, go ahead and get in there or whatnot. There, just like I said, it isn't private. You can jump in whenever you feel like it or whatnot. So let's I think that's it. Is that it? Oh, I got some news. I will do that Monday. On the actual the tag in. I'll let y'all know about that as well. But let's talk about Stand and Deliver. But before I do that, I know I keep saying let's talk about it before I do that, I was going to do a two video type deal where I did the Stand and Deliver, and I was going to do WrestleMania Night 1. But Stand and Deliver was so good. It was so good. When I tell you it was crazy good, that this video needs a just a show by itself, a content by itself. That's how good Stand and Deliver truly was. Now, what I'm gonna do, I will do WrestleMania Night 1 and Night 2 Sunday. I'll just do it Sunday and call it a day. But Stand and Deliver deserves its own. It just truly deserves it. We do have a brand new, and I do mean a brand new NXT World Champion. We also have brand new women's tag champions. And I'll talk about that later, but the storyline is so good there, it makes no sense whatsoever. I do crap on NXT a lot. Not only me, a lot of people do. But when I tell you they know how to make a premium event, they truly stand above and beyond when it comes to their premium live events. No disrespect to AEW, but AEW, like if I had to choose between AEW premium event and NXT premium events, NXT premium events are way better than the AEW because they're so long. They're so long and they're so hard to just digest after match after match after match. WWE has a great thing where they let stuff just flow or whatnot, and it's not just back to back to back to back to back. It's really good and it's really compelling. WWE is just killing the game when it comes to that. Much love to AEW. I crap on AEW premium events, but they're good too. It's just they're very exhausting when you get done. Especially like, let's say for instance that you have to do content after the show, and usually it's like I am just out of it. Just like I was yesterday, I was literally out of it. But let's talk about Stand and Deliver. Once again, great. And one more thing. I keep saying this, but one more thing. They did the card perfect. Every single match I would not have changed a bit. They did a great job when it came to how they built this card. So first and foremost, we got the prelims, which was Chase University versus Schism. It was a mixed tag match, but when I tell you that this match was really, really, really good, you did have, I've never seen The Rock's daughter wrestle before, Ava Raine. I still need to see more of Ava Raine. But I forgot the young lady name over there, but she is really good. I love her to death. In the comments, what is her name? She is really good. I enjoy her. She's very cute. She's very, very explosive. When I tell you, this girl has a lot of potential. Chase University will probably stay on NXT, but that young lady, she, just like I said, she has true potential, and I can't wait to see what they do with her, or if they even give her some type of push, probably bringing another young lady into Chase U to try to go for those tag titles. But we did get a crazy match. I thought it was a really good match. Lots of roller coasters in this match. So we do get a turn and a swerve. Duke Hudson accidentally Bigfoot's Tyler Bate, then rolls out, because I think it's still, he's jealous of Tyler, so he rolls out for whatever, to, I forgot his name, to the leader of Schism. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. I will tell you this, I'm just leaving the gym. When I got done with this, I'm just leaving the gym. So I'm literally sore. I'm sore. Thursdays, don't forget Thursdays, you will get an update every single Thursday about the status of my fatness. But anyway, he gets pinned, he kicks out. So after that, everybody in Chase U is literally on the ground, or has on the ground on the outside of the ring, leaving Duke Hudson the only person that is trying to fight. We get the leader of Schism to go to Duke Hudson and whisper something in his ear. He gives him a t-shirt or whatnot. Gives him a t-shirt. He is really trying to think about it. He puts the Schism t-shirt on. They give him a huge hug, leaving them now 5-on-3. 5-on-3. But Duke is in the back. He rips the shirt off. He is Chase University through and through. And after that, they get the upper hand. We get a beautiful flatliner by Andre Chase for them to win and keep their university. When I tell you this was a really good match, I enjoyed it times. Gacy, I'm sorry. Really good intro match, a very feel-good match, but it looks like the only thing that I have a beef with is that it seems like they were moving too fast, and you're in a premium event. So, I mean, I guarantee you don't have time to pay or whatnot. I think you paid for it, but we had intros from the ladies coming in, and then you had like the actual pre-show with the pre-show people, and after that you get the actual intro of said Stand and Deliver. So it was very, that's the only thing I think we had an issue with. The producer who was doing that, I think they wasn't communicating with everybody, and we had just 3 things at once going on at the same time. So eventually, when the show actually did start, I think it was like 3 women already in the ring for the women's ladder match for the NXT title. I think it was Zoe Stark was in there, Indy Hartwell and Gigi Dolan was in there. After that, we got everybody else that got a proper entry as well. We get the match. When I tell you this was the perfect match for them to do, not a lot of botches. It could be a man or a woman, but every time I see the ladder is wedged in the ropes with another person. I always think of Shotzi when she was running and she went into the hole for that ladder match for the Money in the Bank. So I'm happy nobody had the attempt to run on the ladder, because even men, it just looks very botchy. I'm happy nobody did that. Not a lot of Roxanne Perez in there in this match. Me knowing now that she wasn't going to win. Now, in my head, I'm still thinking Zoe is going to win. Zoe is going to win. But we didn't get a lot of Zoe in this match as well. What we did get is Gigi trying to win the match, but out comes her ex best friend, comes out and just flattens her. JC Jane came out, flattened her, eliminated her directly out of the match. And we get Indy. Indy was what was the young lady's name? I'm sorry. Tiffany Stratton was really close to getting the title, where Indy pushes her outside of the ring, leveling everybody outside of the ring, and giving Indy a chance to try to get the title, but she's so out of breath, she's out without energy. And then Dexter Loomis, her husband, her fake husband, but her husband comes in, helps her, gets the title, and she is now our new NXT Women's World title. I promise you, I almost teared up a little bit. It was that good. That was a heartfelt win. Indy has been trying to win that belt for the longest, and finally, she gets that win. Congratulations to Indy. She is so tall. Like, she didn't even need the really big ladder. I mean, honestly, she did not need the big ladder. She's just that tall. But after that, we do get the Creed brothers versus Tony D'Angelo and Stax versus Gallows. This story really wasn't about the Creed brothers, but more about, Tony D'Angelo and Stax, the way I was looking at it. They are now just a newly built tag team. I hate that there's only two of them, because you're the done of just one other person, which is really weird. I need more people in this faction. Give me more people or whatnot. Really, and I hate that they changed Gallows' intro. I loved Gallows' intro. I really did. I hate this one. It is, and I love Gallows. I'm happy Gallows did retain their titles, but I hate their song now. It's just bad. But we did get the leader of Gallows to come back, which is Joe Coffey, to come back and attack, of course, Tony D'Angelo and Stax, giving them the opportunity to do a beautiful finisher for them to win the match. But I will say this, it was I don't know if this was a botch. I know it was an attempt, but it was one part where we had three different men on top of each other, like on top of each other. And we got Brutus come in and try to knock them off, and everybody fell off. The middle person, I don't know who that was, but he got most of that blunt, and it just looked really bad. But it was a decent match the Gallows brothers had. I mean, the Gallows do reclaim their title. After that, we get Pretty Deadly. They are in the front of the current champion, which is Braun Breaker's locker room, and both are really nervous on who is going to be the person to knock on the door. They don't knock on the door because they know that they're going to get destroyed, so they do not knock on the door. Stand and deliver. That's what they do. I love that. It's funny. After that, we get the NXT North American Championship. This is the Open Challenge. This match was the match that stole the show, hands down. And Wes Lee, I promise you, I don't know why NXT is built like this, but NXT has some of the best North American division people in a lot of just their mid card is not touch is destroying a lot of mid cards in wrestling. Period. And you got some of the best. JD McDonough, you have Ilya Dragunov versus, of course, the new entry into NXT, which is Dragon Lee and Axiom. I truly thought that they were going to do like they did the Indy Hartwell, where Axiom was going to be the one to win. This did not happen. And then when you look at the match, the only person that did get busted open was Ilya Dragunov. And when he got busted open, he was laying waste to everybody in the ring. It was really good. I enjoyed it times 12. We did get a segment where Ilya was doing a submission hold on JD McDonough, and Axiom was trying to do a submission hold on Ilya, but Ilya wasn't feeling it. Axiom is like he's confused, so he rolls over and tries to do an exact same or another submission hold on JD McDonough. That didn't happen, so it was just a lot of confusion in that little spot, which was funny. Wes Lee, I mean, just as great can be. A crazy flip move for JD McDonough to kick him in the neck in midair. I mean, it was really, really great. But eventually, Wesley did retain the title. Ilya Dragunov did his finisher on... who did he did? I think he did his on JD. And Wes Lee did his special on Ilya Dragunov. And he pinned Ilya to retain the title. But once again, this every single match on this show was good. I will tell anybody to go and watch the entire card of Stand and Deliver. After that, we get another backstage with Pretty Deadly, and they are in the front of Carmelo Hayes' door. They're once again reluctant to try to knock on the door, but Trick William comes out and he says the world is not ready. Nobody's ready, including Braun Breaker is not ready for the new reign of Carmelo Hayes, and that was the end of that. After that, we get Grayson Waller versus Johnny Gargano. It was it's a non-sanctioned match, so even if whoever won, they didn't win, who cares? Because it's a non-sanctioned match. Lots of chairs, lots of kendo sticks, lots of trash cans. We got a table spot. But what I do like, we did get a coast to coast from Grayson Waller, where he did put the trash can on Johnny Gargano, going across, doing the coast to coast on that. We did get a kendo stick shot from his wife, and he does grab the kendo stick, saying, "I'm gonna, you better stop." I don't know if he was gonna attack her, but he's like, "You better stop." And right behind him, we get Johnny Gargano hitting him with the kendo stick. We got tons and tons of chairs, and we did get a spot toward the end. Well, let's talk about the beginning. Where Johnny Gargano throws Grayson Waller over the table, knocking Booker T on the ground, and Booker T is looking pissed. He's looking he doesn't talk for like another 3 minutes. He's like, y'all mofos almost got beat up. Both of y'all almost got beat up. That's how it looked. But it was very funny. It was very funny to me. I don't know about y'all, but I thought that was hilarious. But at the end, we got Grayson Waller, just leveling Johnny Gargano with chair shot after chair shot. Eventually, we get a low blow by Johnny Gargano. He gets a chair, starts leveling him. He gets another chair, puts that chair around his neck, gets another chair and hits that chair, spinning him around, doing a crippler, what do they call it now? Not the crippler crossface, but the I forgot what they call it, but I call it the crippler crossface. They did that, and he did tap out eventually for Johnny Gargano to win. I forgot one more thing. We got a beautiful roll-in stunner by Grayson Waller. I'm guessing that's his finisher. That was really good. It was really good. But the Aussie did lose. We get a beautiful, heartwarming exit by Johnny Gargano, his wife, Dexter Lumis, and the new women's champion in Indy Hartwell. And everybody's just loving the awesomeness that was going on after that match. After that, we get Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo and Stacks are talking in the back. They're saying that, it wasn't your fault that you lost. It is what it is. We are a family. We're going to stick together. Of course, it was an interference anyway, so it couldn't have been your fault. So we get Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly is talking all of this crap after you got people that have lost. They get into it. The referee have to break them up. We will get some type of storyline between those two. I can't wait to see it. I have not seen Pretty Deadly in the ring in a while, and I do like Pretty Deadly. So after that, we get the women's tag, the women's world title for the in NXT, where we got Ilba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Phelan Henley and Kiana James. Here's the thing. Here is the thing that I keep telling people. This is kind of like the, Chris Benoit, and when Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle were tag champions a long time ago. You have two people that just do not like one another, and we know one is in it to get the bar, which I'm guessing the storyline still consists of that, where she still wants to buy the bar. And she's like, well, no, I'm not going to sell you the bar. But apparently they became tag champions. And they now that Kiana James looks like she's manipulating Jensen. And now they are actually a item. You have three faces and one heel in one little group. So can they coexist? That's the thing. Now we do have a new group, which is Isla Dawn and Isla Dawn and Elba Fire, which are two really great wrestlers or whatnot, and they are already coexisted. They know what they're doing, and it pretty much that's what happened. It was a lot of back and forth from the champions, and now once again, Kiana James is a heel, and she usually has that purse that helps her out. It's usually something heavy in that purse, and she knocks whoever it is out. My apologies. So, toward the end of the match, Kiana tells Jensen to give her the bag. Give me the bag, and Briggs is like, no, don't do it. Henley's like, no, don't do it. Everybody's like, don't do it. For them to lose the title, they had a beautiful finisher for them to lose the title, their titles. Now, once again, I can be okay with that because we actually have two people that truly have tag experience, and this storyline is going to be very good because remember, will it break up Briggs and Jensen? The way it's looking, it's going to break them up, and we will have a match at Battleground, a mixed tag between Briggs and Henley and Jensen and Kiana James, and we didn't get any story, so I want to see what happens on Tuesday if that's what's going to happen. It's going to break that team up. Looks very interesting. I can't wait. That's the thing I was telling people about. It looks very interesting. I cannot wait to see what happens with this storyline. After that, we get Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker. I like Braun Breaker, but I love Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes has been doing a great job when it comes to any match that he has been in. He's a 5-star prospect from the start. Now, if he was going to lose this match, we know that he was going to be catapulted to the main roster. Just like with, of course, Braun Breaker, which I think they're going to catapult him to the main roster on Mondays or Fridays. He is going to be on somebody's roster Monday or Friday. Start off pretty slow, kind of ended pretty slow, but haven't seen Braun do a lot of stuff. We do get a issue with Trick actually messing with Braun Breaker. Braun goes outside, does a beautiful suicide on both Trick and Carmelo. Trick is ejected, and we get our first ref bump of the night. And so we got the ref bump. Trick comes out of nowhere and hits him with the title, trying to wake up the referee. The ref does do a very slow count. Braun does kick out for Carmelo to do a beautiful, and when I say a beautiful leg drop off the top rope for Braun Breaker to win the title. Braun Breaker for Carmelo Hayes to win the title. He is the new world champion, and when I tell you this was a uplifting type of situation where I haven't seen a African American since Big E have that title. So it was very great. I enjoyed it. He truly deserves this title, hands down, 100%. Braun does take the belt from the referee, puts it in Carmelo Hayes' hand. He does leave the ring. We get a huge pop for the new champion. I thought it was really great. Stand and Deliver did a great job. And once again, this show truly deserved its own show. Its own little video, hands down. I'm sorry. It was really good. That's how good it was. I really enjoyed it. I will tomorrow do a review on both night 1 and night 2 of WrestleMania 39. Hopefully we'll get some great stuff. I guarantee we're going to get some great stuff. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, once again, I have an announcement on Monday. And don't forget about my Facebook group page, which is called Wrestlekram Super Club. Go check us out over there as well. Show some love on each one. And show me some comments. Shoot me some comments as well or whatnot. I love y'all so much. Again, I love y'all so much. Until next time, the best is truly yet to come. The best is truly yet to come. Love, peace, and of course,